Hi everyone, it's Brittany, your favorite plant-loving internet stranger, and today I'm here with another video for zero waste, low-cost plant hacks, fertilizer edition. Now these are ways to create fertilizer for your plants using items that you might already have around your home. The first hack is banana peel fertilizer. Bananas are high in phosphorus, magnesium, calcium, and potassium, all things that are essential minerals for plant growth. To make banana peel fertilizer, you take fresh peels. I like to use banana peels that are overripe because I use those for my smoothies. So once I've taken the banana out, I will save the peel, add them to a glass jar, fill the jar up so that the peels are fully submerged, and then leave them to sit for 2 to 3 days. And so after you've left the banana peels in the water to soak for about 3 to 4 days, remove the peels and compost them or dispose of them however you normally would. And then you are left with this nutrient rich, kind of smelly, I'm gonna keep it real. I've done this before. I've left the bananas in there longer than like 4 days and it would stink, okay? But I also have an outdoor garden, so I use it to fertilize my outdoor plants. This is really good for plants that flower or fruit, but it can also be used for house plants too. After about 2 days, maybe pop the top, give it a sniff. If it smells a little stank, maybe stop there, you know, if you're using it to fertilize your indoor plants because you don't want your plants to be stinking up your house. But this is a really great alternative to chemical heavy fertilizers. The next fertilizer hack is to use coffee grounds. Coffee grounds are rich in phosphorus, calcium, nitrogen, magnesium, and they help absorb heavy metals that might be contaminating the soil, which is more of a instance if you're using these on like outdoor plants or in garden beds and things like that. But they can be used for indoor plants as well. Just sprinkle a few coffee grounds, and I mean like this is after you've already brewed your coffee and you're saving these. Sprinkle a little bit of the coffee grounds around the soil, mix it in, and every time you water that plant is going to start to absorb the nutrients from the coffee grounds. If you have a particularly sad looking plant and let's say you've watered it, it's getting adequate sunlight, everything seems to be okay, but you think it might need a little bit of fertilizer, put some of those coffee grounds on the soil and then mix it in there and water it, and you will see that that plant starts to perk up. Think about what coffee does to humans, right? It perks you up. It's a stimulant. It does the same thing for plants. There's actually a Starbucks in my area that has little containers, like little tall size cups of their coffee grounds, their used coffee grounds, and they just give them away for free. So if you're really into natural organic fertilizers, definitely check out your local coffee shop to see if they would be willing to give you coffee grounds if you are not a coffee drinker yourself. The next low-cost, zero-waste hack are eggshells. Eggshells are high in calcium, potassium, and magnesium and are great for plants. The first way you can use eggshells as a fertilizer is to take eggshells that have been cleaned, that you have removed the slimy little membrane from the inside and that are dry, and then actually grind them up. You can grind them up by hand, you can use a coffee grinder, or you can use a food processor. Grind them up until you get a nice fine powder, and then sprinkle some of that powder onto your soil and mix it in a little bit and water it as you would normally do. And the roots will absorb the nutrients from the eggshells once you water the plant. Another thing you can do is to make eggshell tea. So once you have cleaned, dried, and removed the membrane from the eggshell, you can actually grind up the eggshell pieces a little bit, add it to boiling water. As the water boils, it will release the nutrients from the eggshells, and then let that water cool. And once it's cool, you can pour it directly onto your plants to fertilize them. The last zero waste, low cost hack I have for you is to use aquarium water to water your plants. Now this will not be for everyone. It will be for people that, number one, actually have fish tanks or aquariums in their home already, and number two, those fish tanks or aquariums are not currently being treated for algae or other fish diseases, and then number three, these have to be non-saltwater fish tanks. Aquarium water not only produces nitrogen, potassium, and phosphorus, it also produces beneficial microorganisms that are great for houseplants. If you've used any chemicals to alter the pH of the aquarium or if you have a saltwater aquarium, do not use that water on your plants. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.